Hey, do I own the rights to this music? I have to say that before they start silencing my lives. Ay, ay, what a day, 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 what a day. Day, day, day. Hey guys, so we're going to let let it cycle through a little bit, get everybody, in here. Or not. Either way, it doesn't stop me from going on good. So that's a good thing. So I'm just trying to say, please like and share, let everybody know that we are on. We're on, guys. Please like and share to whomever you possibly can at this moment. Uh, yeah. Like and share, guys. Like and share. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome. Please come on in, come on in. Supposed to have some of my girls on tonight. If not, it'll just be me as usual. So okay with that. Turn this down. So okay with that. Come on. Turn it down. No, no more noise for you. Okay. Welcome to both guys. Welcome, welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I really do highly appreciate it. This is it's my baby. This is what I love doing. We're just here to encourage, to support, to help, to love on you, to make a difference in somebody's life. That's pretty much what we're here for. So we're here to do the thing. Sorry, excuse my dressing background. I gotta position this thing. I got new stuff going on here. And so yeah. So we're in my room right now. So yeah, so sorry, excuse my dresser or whatever else you may see behind me. But yeah, other than that, welcome to both. I read my mission statement every time I come on here to remind you guys that this is just not something to do. This is not something that I just decided, oh, okay, I'm just gonna wake up every day and just do this and spend all of this money to just do just because. No, absolutely not. There is a mission, there is a goal in mind, and it was birthed out of sheer desire and experience, and that's something that I have to say I'm thankful to the absolute heavens above for what He is doing thus far. And so we do have a mission. We have a goal in mind. And what our mission here in B.O.W.S is, it stands for, hi, I'm Lady B. Sorry, let's back up for a little bit. Lady B, Sienna is my name. B.O.W.S stands for the Beauty of a Woman's Strength. It's a nonprofit women's empowerment group, okay? Our mission is we are a sisterhood dedicated to empowering the lives of women across the world. Our mission is to build stronger women from within by enhancing the knowledge of who they are. They are, okay, enhancing the knowledge of who you are, and to connect with the power that resides in unity. We will commit to withstanding all adversities with poise, beauty, and love, forever showing the essence of a woman's touch through prayer and fasting, to never giving up, okay, to never devaluing yourself, but will always vow to be strong and knowing that together we make the strongest bow. So that is pretty much the mission here. So we come to empower, to strengthen, to encourage, and all of that jazz. Okay, that's what this is for. So please like and share. We do have a YouTube page that we are streaming from. We're streaming also from my business page, and we're also streaming from my personal page on Facebook. We do have a web page, so you can go to beautybows.com. That's BEAUTIBOWS.com, and you can check out all the information and things there, of events and stuff like that that are coming up. All right. We also, I guess she can see. Um, what else? We have, we're on LinkedIn, Instagram. We're on everywhere. We're everywhere. Okay, all social media sites. So it's just getting better and better. So please, 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 thinking that robbery to tune in, share. Please like and share. If you go onto YouTube, please, sign up with the notification, or what is it called? I think you hit that little bell thing or something of that nature. I don't know. So yeah. All right. So please, 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 I would love, love, love it if you just support us and what we are trying to do. Thank you to my Blue Squad, for all of the ladies who, are helping me, volunteer. It's a wonderful, feeling to have support and to be supported by such wonderful people who just do it just because, right? So I'm so thankful for that. So tonight y'all saw the title. We're going to be talking about self-esteem, which is one of my favorite topics to talk about, because I'm finding that more and more is an issue, and not only is it an issue, but more and more it's exuding from men and women. It's not just women who suffer from self-esteem issues, but men do too. Men also have self-esteem issues, and when you have these issues, it shows up very different. It doesn't show up in the likeness it's supposed to be, but it shows up very, very different. So that's something that I want to, definitely acknowledge. So listen, so here we go. Right? So thank you guys so much. Subscribe, that's the word. So go on my YouTube page and subscribe. That's the word I was trying to find. All right, very good. So let's talk about self-esteem, right? Self-esteem. So we know that self-esteem is the confidence in one's own worth or ability. Self-respect, right? That's what self-esteem is, the confidence in one's own worth and ability. Ask yourself, do you have, y'all know I always ask y'all to bring a pen, a paper, and stuff like that, take some notes, because these are some good things that we talk about on here. So if you want to always go back to remember, please do that. We did the self-care challenge. I think it was like a week we did it for. We did that. We did a bunch of stuff. So guys, please, let's not forget about that. I'm gonna probably bring that back again, but we'll see. All right. So self-esteem is a confidence in one's own worth or ability. Do you have the understanding of what your worth and ability is? If you do, you got some good self-esteem. And I don't know if you know this, but there's levels to self-esteem. There is 3 types of self-esteem, right? You got 3 major types of self-esteem to be aware of. Self-esteem is a personal, general sense of their self-worth or value. And we know that on here, I am big on valuing yourself, knowing what your values are. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you lose and you don't know the value of who you are and your self-worth, you let people do whatever they want to you. You let people sift you. You let things happen that are bad and shouldn't happen to you. You just give yourself away to people to manipulate and to do however it is they want to do. And rather it's hurting you or causing whatever pain or harm or whatever kind of issues, you don't care. Right? Or you become this depressive kind of person because you don't know your value. You become so engulfed in sadness and depression because you don't know how valuable you are. You'd rather it's to your family, your children, your work, whomever, you just really have a hard time understanding how valuable you are. And one thing I am big on encouraging and making sure that women, especially women, know is how valuable you are. Okay? So, yes. So, self esteem is a personal, general sense of their own self worth or value. It basically means that the measure with which a person approves or values his or herself. Okay? So, Morris Rosenberg simply describes it as a person's favorable or unfavorable attitude towards themselves. Different factors contribute to influencing our self esteem, such as genetics, right? Personalities, life experiences, thoughts, age, health, comparing self to others, social circumstances, and the reaction of others. Okay? The reaction of others, and that's the truth. Like how you are with yourself, sometimes you will gauge that based upon what somebody else has to say about you or whatever. And I know I've lived my life like that for a very long time. I was very people pleaser and a yes girl, and whatever. Long as I was having friends and people, around that loved that, wanted to be with me and spend time with me, I would do whatever it is they wanted to do and whatever, what I'm saying, whatever it was to please them so that way I can have this friends or people in my life. And that, yeah, no, that's definitely not a way to live. If you are one of them type of people, that is not the way to live, right? So, why is self esteem important? Why is it important? Please, somebody tell me, why is it important? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to let you know. So, self esteem is very crucial in life as it is one of the determinants of success or failure. It is very important because it influences a person's life choices. It plays a significant role in one's motivation in life. Having a high self esteem can help you navigate through life with a positive attitude and outlook. On the other hand, having a low self esteem might hold you back from achieving to your goals and hinder you from maximizing your potential as you will navigate through life, always having the perception that you are not good enough or you don't have what it takes to succeed both at school or work. Self esteem is very important for mental health. Mental health. Listen, y'all have some good self esteem. Did you hear that? It affects your mental health because we all know that what you think is what you're going to live out or what you're going to do or it's how you're going to feel and stuff of that nature. It's all connected. It's all connected, and you got to make sure that you clear of mind. You clear mind and you know who you are, right? Knowing who you are is very valuable and is very important. So I'm going to talk about the three types of self-esteem. Okay, so please, I hope y'all taking notes. If not, y'all can always go back and watch it again. Y'all know that we're streaming through YouTube, my business page on Facebook, and my personal page on Facebook. That's far at the moment. So there are three types of self-esteem. There are inflated self-esteem. Y'all write this down. Write this down. There's some good stuff here now. Some good stuff for people who struggle. Everybody struggle with a little bit of self-esteem sometimes. So listen, there's three types of self-esteem. We got inflated self-esteem, low self-esteem, and high self-esteem. I bet you all didn't know about inflated self-esteem. Right? I bet you all didn't know that. So let's first talk about low self-esteem, which we are all aware of. We are all accustomed of. That's something that we definitely know a lot about. So low self-esteem. People who have low self-esteem think of themselves as below average. They do not believe in themselves. They do not trust in their abilities, and they do not place value on themselves. Low self esteem can affect a lot of things in one's life. Some of the effects of low self esteem are poor relationships. Come on. Addiction. Come on. Depression and anxiety. Okay. These are the things that low self esteem affects. I'm going to read that again. It affects your relationships, addiction, depression, and anxiety. So poor relationships, low self-esteem causes poor relationships because of the self-doubt and the belief that one is not good enough for anything of value, and going to unbelief lengths to please the wrong person. Come on. Listen, this is that thing I talk about all the time. You have to teach people how to treat you. Okay? Listen, listen, Linda. Okay? You have to teach people how to treat you. You cannot allow people to come into your life and treat you any kind of way. That's over. That's done with. Absolutely done with. No more taking advantage of you at all. Because at the end of the day, it's you that you're left with. You have to make decisions. You have to live your successful life. And ain't nobody else gonna be there to pay no bills or pick you up when you're down or whatever, wipe your face or whatever the case may be. So you gotta stop putting yourself in these places to feel like, oh, I'm not good enough for someone to treat me the way I want to be treated. Absolutely not. Because I will always teach whomever I am coming in contact with how to treat me. Because if you're not going to know how to treat me, then you will be dismissed. Point blank and the period. That's just how I feel about it. And that's what happens when you have, you got high esteem of yourself. I ain't talking about being conceited. I'm talking about being humble, but at the same time, knowing your value, knowing your worth. That is important. How you doing? So now addiction, right? So that was poor relationships. So addiction. So people who have low self-esteem mostly tend to use hard drugs and substances to ease the negative feelings that they have about themselves. They see the use of hard drugs or alcohol as an escape and thereby exposing themselves to detrimental effects. And this is something that I run into so much when a person, especially, I'm not going to say just women, but I know that men and women, when they're experiencing some kind of hardship or some kind of, negative feelings, the that will automatically shift you to go to a substance of some kind, whether it's alcohol, drugs, hard drugs, weed, whatever the case may be. And that's not something that you need to be doing. If you're feeling something and you're dealing with something that you feel, you got to deal with your feelings. That's the smart thing to do. You don't say, I'm feeling something, and then I'm going to, so therefore, because of what I'm feeling, I'm going to go and smoke something or drink something or whatever the case may be. Like that, it's counterproductive. That's very much counterproductive. Make sure that when you're dealing with your feelings and when you're dealing with whatever experience that you have that doesn't make you feel good, you deal with that. That is what you deal with. You deal with how you feel, not use something to ease the pain or to take the edge off, because it really don't go anywhere. Because after you come down from that high, after you come down off of that, a hangover or whatever the case may be, you're still left with the residue. You're still left with the issue. You're still left with the feeling. So why even try to do that, right? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for you to use any kind of substance to deal with your pain or how you feel. It will never be the answer. So please don't let that not be a situation. And it says that people with low self-esteem, that's what they go to, right? People with low self-esteem, that's pretty much what they will attend to go to, right? All right, so let's go over to depression and anxiety. Low self-esteem also causes depression and anxiety, which is the feeling of sadness and worry or fear. Low self-esteem brings a lack of confidence that leads to anxiety and intense sadness, right? So I'm going to say this and I'm going to mean it. There shouldn't be anything in life that will put you in a place to not value who you are. Not a people, a person, or a thing should ever be viewed as more important than your life. I know of people that took themselves out of here because of low self-esteem, or depression and anxiety. I know people that have anxiety, and that stuff is strong. It's a strong, strong, strong thing to have and to wrestle with. And even depression. And depression stays, it's one thing to be sad about something that happens and then get over it, but it's a whole nother situation when you become sad about the situation and that sadness turns into not only that day, but it turns into 5 years. Something is wrong. It should not get that much credit. It should not show up and be allowed in your house that much, especially when it's not beneficial. If depression and anxiety has not benefited you anything, then you need to tell that joker to leave. That's all I'm saying. Because it don't make no sense for folks because it's destructive. It's self-destructive, self-mutilating. That's what it will do. And that's because you're not aware of how important you are and how wonderful you are and how magnificent you are and all of these things. Like, you should never ever, please, I beg of you, don't put yourself in a place. And I'm very passionate about this kind of topic because it's something that I wrestle with and I had to come out of. And when you come out of it, you realize, what was wrong with me? Like, what? Like, I'm a wonderful person. I'm worth being treated right. I'm worth having the things that I desire and want. When you come into that knowledge of yourself, it's empowering. I'm telling you, it's the best feeling ever. And it doesn't take away from anything else. So I'm just telling you now, if you're somebody who deals with depression, if you're somebody who deals with anxiety, listen, ask yourself the question, has it benefited you anything? Has depression and has anxiety benefited you anything? Because if it hasn't, then you don't need to have it. If it has, I don't see how, because that's an oxymoronic thing for me. I don't get it. That's kind of confusing. No possible way depression can benefit you something besides death or being abusive to yourself, mutilating and stuff of that nature. There's no benefit in depression, and there's no benefit in anxiety either, unless it's maybe OCD or something like that. Because if you're an OCD person, that's along attached to anxiety, and then it depends on what your OCD is. It is like my OCD is cleaning. So, that's a benefit for me because now everything in my house stay clean and everything in my house stay organized and straight. So, hey, I'll take it. I'm all right with it. It ain't killing nobody and ain't killing myself and it ain't causing no problems around here in these parts. So that's different. But when you're in a place to have depression and anxiety that is causing you to be sad and hurt and depressed and wanting to hurt yourself or whatever the case may be, that's when you need to pause. You need to pause and ask yourself, if this stuff is not benefiting me nothing, I need to first I need to realize my worth and my value. Even in whatever you're going through, I need to realize my worth and my value. Secondly, I need to get rid of it. Like, give it the walking papers, kick it out your house, whatever the case may be. But you don't need depression. You don't need anxiety. You don't need addiction. And you don't need to have a poor relationship either. I feel like if our world was taught or based on knowing the words and having the words. See, Pastor Darius Daniels, he's doing this rock the world with words. I say it's like a tongue twister. It's rock the world with words. That's the truth. Listen, the best gift that you ever will have is your mouth and what comes out of it. Because your words will either heal, it will kill, it will hurt, it will build up, and it will tear down. So your words mean a lot in a lot of places and to a lot of people and within things. Like, you have to understand that. So how you speak to yourself, how you love yourself, wake up and speak power and encouragement and success to yourself. Don't wake up like, oh, here we go, or go to work again. I don't like my job. Da, 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 da. And I mean, what you doing? You already setting yourself up for failure right when you wake up early in the morning. It ain't even crack the door yet. You already with the bad mouth. No, stop doing that. Stop waking up with that kind of mindset because it's working on your mental health, right? It's working on your mental health, and that's what it's doing. So let's pause for the cause and let's put ourselves in a place to want to be positive thinking. I know we experience hurt, we experience issues, problems, situations, whatever the case may be. That is a thing, right? It happens, but you get through it and keep it moving. Don't let that depressional situation or that sad situation, where whether it's death or relationship breakup or whatever the case may be, don't let it linger on for years. Don't allow it to become a part of you. It done made a home and a residency in your life to the point where now you talking to it and it's talking to you and y'all trying to figure out this thing called life. Absolutely not. That's not a way to go. I'm just saying it's not a way to go at all. Absolutely not. So listen, I want y'all to please take this in mind. Please take heed to this right here because this stuff is serious. It's a real thing. People are suffering and people are taking themselves out of here. People are doing some crazy things because of low self-esteem. And that's something that we don't want to keep suffering with and keep dealing with. Mr. Bowen said, change your words, change your perspective, change your perspective, change your reality. That's right. Absolutely. That's something that I'm so passionate about this part because so I got picked on for 7 years of my life in middle school and stuff like that. And it's not nice, and you let people keep saying negative things to you. And at first you'll fight it off, but then after a while, if it keeps happening, it keeps happening, it keeps happening, you start to believe that stuff. You start to believe. That's why I said words are very powerful. And you start to believe that stuff. And as you start to believe that stuff, you like it becomes an effect. So then it manifests itself within like an addiction or some kind of depression, anxiety, or you put yourself in a bad relationship, however the case may be. But that's something you got to change. Yes, absolutely. Change your words, change your perspective, change your reality. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. So let's go on to, so let's get rid of low self-esteem. Okay, so that was low self-esteem. All right, so let's go to high self-esteem, and then we'll get to inflated self-esteem, and then we'll be out. See? All right. So high self-esteem is really easy because if you got high self-esteem, obviously you are on track. You got it going. I gotta fix this shaking. So yeah, absolutely. I feel like I'm shaking too much. Hopefully I'm not shaking y'all too much. All right. So high self-esteem. People who have high self-esteem tend to love and accept themselves. Amen. They believe in themselves and their abilities. They have the confidence that whatever challenges might come, they will be able to surpass it. Some of the benefits of high self-esteem includes being able to be yourself without the fear of being judged. Amen, somebody. I'm going to read that again because it just blessed my whole entire soul. Some of high self-esteem is benefits of high self-esteem includes being able to be yourself without the fear of being judged. Are you that person? Are you someone that is authentically yourself and could care less about what anybody else says about it? I feel like this. As long as you're not a person that is being nasty and mean and rude, then you being your authentic self, that matters. That is the quintessential viewpoint of humanity. Because we got too many people out here putting faces on. We got too many people out here not showing up authentically. And I don't want to be presented with a lie. Don't present me with no lie. That's what I respect. I'll be honest with you, and I know probably gets a backflip from me, but I kind of respect. No, I really do respect. People. Most of the in some of the Caucasian uh, culture, they show up the way they are. I mean, rather it's rude or not or indifferent, whatever. The fact of the matter is, you know what you're getting. You know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna get, and that's what matters the most. At the end of the day, show up true to who you are as a person, right? So that's one thing. So you show up, not worried about the judgments of others, right? Readiness to accept new challenges, not always searching for approval from other people. Oh my goodness. There are so many people that I know. Every time you turn around, they care about what other people is going to say or what their opinion is or da 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 da. Like, have your own opinions about whatever you're going through. Have that confidence within yourself to trust yourself enough to make the right decision, right? Make the right decision. It don't matter if they gonna like it, this person ain't gonna like it, that person may like it or not, or whatever the case may be. It's you, it's your life, your direction. You have to trust yourself to know that you can make the right choice and decision in your life, point blank and the period, right? Um, and stop searching for the approval of people. Don't we not We're not here to do that. I'm not here to please people. I'm here to work with you. We're gonna work alongside together. We're gonna create equality. We're going to, build. We can build together. We can conversate together. All of that stuff. But what you're not gonna do is I'm not going to make you the directional person for my life. Absolutely not. That's just not. That ain't gonna happen. Sorry. Readiness to learn new things as you accept that you do not know everything and always take corrective criticism. If you are somebody that knows how to take corrective criticism, that means you have high self-esteem. Simple as that. Because one thing is within yourself, you have the confidence and you trust yourself. But at the same time, you also know in the humility of it all that you don't know everything. You don't know everything. And if you do something wrong, somebody corrects you, you take it. You take it on the chin, right? Take it on the chin like a big girl or a big boy. Just take it on the chin and you keep it moving. It don't affect you. And some people will probably walk in those kind of shoes, but then the ramifications, I'm trying to say, the ramifications of it all will cause such an impact that now it's like get them second guessing or not or wanting to not be that not have that choice or whatever the case may be. Like, no, it's okay. Like whatever the ramifications are from your bad decisions, okay, you realize within yourself that was a bad decision. I shouldn't have did that. We're gonna keep on moving on with life. Life will move on right now. Okay. Don't beat me in the head about it. Don't, and I'll take your criticism because you're right. At the end of the day, how can I fight that? You can't fight it. There's nothing you can fight, right? There's absolutely nothing you can fight. And when you have the security within yourself and the value within yourself, you know that. And it's okay because it doesn't do nothing to who you are as a person. It's just that situation at hand needed to be corrected and fixed, and it was. Point blank in the period, right? So we're gonna keep it moving. Other people who are ready to learn corrective criticism. People who have high self-esteem have enhanced initiatives and pleasant feelings, and they are more pleasant to be around. That is the truth. People, some people with high self-esteem, it depends on the person. You can have a high self-esteem and be conceited. And those people you don't want to be around. Don't be somebody who's stuck up and conceited to where your self-esteem is so high that it can't come down a little bit. Bring that joke down a little bit, because you still have to be humble at the end of the day. Be humble, right? Be humble and sit down. So that's all I'm saying. So that's high self-esteem. And now to the coup de grace. We're going to talk about inflated self-esteem. I bet you I know what inflated self-esteem is. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. So I guess you don't know what it is because I didn't know what it was. So now that we're going to find out together what inflated self-esteem is, right? All right. So inflated self-esteem is people with inflated self-esteem tend to think of themselves as better than other people and are always ready to underestimate others. That's that conceitedness I'm talking about. So inflated self-esteem. I hope y'all writing this down. If not, y'all can always go catch the recap, okay? It will be on YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. Please like and share. Like and share, folks. Like and share. Some good stuff we're talking about. So inflated self-esteem is people with inflated self-esteem tend to think of themselves as better than other people and are always ready to underestimate others. This is actually a very negative type of self-esteem because it prevents people who have it from forming meaning and healthy relationships. They always want to be ahead and most times do not mind hurting people to achieve the success they desire. Thinking that will bring them happiness. So you mean to tell me you someone who would step on somebody else to get where you got to get, and you think that's a good person? That's a good thing to have? Absolutely not. You will never be around me and do some stuff like that without being checked. You will be checked. Listen, this is the year, actually last year was too, but I'm in the year of checking. I'm going to check you in a humble way and in a loving way, but you won't get checked. And if I might not check you right away, I got to say this with glasses on, okay? I want y'all to look into my eyes and understand what I'm about to say. I might not check you right away, right? But you best believe you're going to be checked. And I don't care who you are. So I just want to say that just so y'all understand the severity of that statement. Yes. And I will do it in love. And I will do it in humility. But you're going to be checked. Nobody got any kind of reproach. I mean, ain't nobody got no, what's the word? Beyond reproach. Ain't nobody beyond reproach around here. Not in these parts. You're going to get checked. I'm just saying. Because I would rather check you so that way, however you are being needs to be corrected. So you don't go keep on infecting other people. Like, and that's the thing. I have a strong feeling towards people who know of people who doing wrong stuff to folks and ain't choosing to say nothing because I don't know, maybe you feel like it's not your job to correct somebody that you see doing something wrong. Absolutely not. If you don't get yourself, listen, we are here to be helpers one to another. If God Himself don't hold no kinds of whatever I just said, reproach or whatever, then if He look, pretty much what I'm trying to say is He look at everybody the same. And it don't matter what title you have, what stature you have, or the type of person that you are, God gonna check you. He gonna check, and more check you. So it don't matter. And it's the same thing. We should be the same thing, right? We should carry those same traits because at the end of the day, it's about correcting the behavior, especially if the behavior is wrong. If your behavior is wrong and you're walking around here hurting people and doing wrong things to people and people see this and they not saying nothing to you, you're just as guilty. You're just as guilty as they are because you're telling them that it's okay for them to be that way. And it's not. It's not okay for folks to be out here being disrespectful, rude as all get out, and hurting people for whatever reason. It's not okay. It's not okay. And I want to encourage you, I digress. I want to encourage you to, if you're going to check, make sure you do it in love. Do it in love. Do it in love. Do it in love. Okay? And be humble about it. Because if it wasn't for the grace of God, there you go. Okay? And you could possibly be in those shoes too. So make sure you do it in love. Do it in love. And make sure, you're not offensive. But at the same time, you want to correct the behavior. Because ain't nobody should be walking around like that. Nobody should. I don't care who it is. You're wrong, you're wrong. Put blank in the period. When you got high self-esteem, you take, like I said, you take the criticism, you take it on the chin or whatever, and you keep on moving. Apologize, make amends, do what you gotta do, but keep on moving. I'm telling you that right now. So I'm finished reading this. Inflated self-esteem. I got a little happy. They always want to be ahead, and most times do not mind. Okay, I already read that. People with inflated self-esteem do not have the ability to listen to others. Listen, y'all. If you have inflated self-esteem, that means you have the ability that you don't like to listen to nobody. And it's funny because you want people to listen to you. So how is it that you want people to listen to you, but you don't want to render that same thing to somebody else? It's kind of wrong, it's a little double standard, I think, right? So listen, stop putting yourself in a position to be inflated, all right? Rather, they consistently blame others and undervalue them, and also adopt a hostile attitude and behavior towards others. Listen, I know somebody like this. When you confront them with something, they blow up, get mad, swole. Now, mind you, they're outright 100% wrong. But them jokers get mad, they blow up on you, they all kinds of stuff, right? And you're wrong. So I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't, just hostile attitude and behavior towards others. Yeah, no. They're always ready to brag, to hide others in competencies, and they have a great fear of rejection. And that's what it is. These people who have inflated self-esteem, they're really wounded. They're hurting. They got some kind of low self-esteem somewhere, because especially when you got fear of rejection. When you are fearful of rejection, it's going to cause, that's what I said, people who have, are conceited or low self-esteem or whatever, it comes out in so many different kind of ways. It comes out, and this is saying it's going to come out in inflated self-esteem, because you're going to go overboard of high self-esteem, right? You're going to go surpass completely high self-esteem and go into this whole nother spectrum that has nothing to do with nothing, and is probably worse for you than you should know, right? They are always ready to brag, hide, and then fear rejection. The fear of rejection and failure, hence is the reason that they feel they need the camouflage. That's why they wear the mask. They wear the mask. They put the mask on because they don't want nobody to see they don't want to see their true self. See how they really look when they take that joker off, right? People like this can change, but it has to start with them accepting it. You gotta accept who you are. It's okay. You got a little fat here, little fat there. It's all right. God didn't create everybody to walk around looking like stick figures. The stick figures, let them be the sticks. You be the Coke bottle, okay? You got the burgers, the Coke bottles, and the stick. Whatever the case may be happy with who you are. Hey, that's what I say. Be happy with however he made you. Because somebody gonna love you. I don't care what nobody say. Somebody gonna love all that Coke bottle. Somebody gonna love all them sticks. And somebody gonna love all of them burgers. I'm just saying. So if I were you, be yourself. It's better for you to show up as yourself authentically and in a high self-esteem way, right? They need to realize that they have humans who are prone to fail and make mistakes. For some reason, these people who have inflated self-esteem, they have delusional eyes, right? They feel like people should not fail or should not make mistakes. Honey, that is our world. That is your life. Every day, you're not going to always get it right. And it's okay. Oh my gosh, it's okay. It's not the end of the world because you messed up. It's not the end of the world because you have imperfections. It's not the end of the world because you don't look the part. It's not the end of the world because you didn't get it right. It's not the end of the world because you don't fit in. You don't need to fit in. Be who you are. I'm loud, right? Let me calm down. Be who you are. You don't need to fit in. You don't need to care so much about what others will say or do or feel or whatever. Please be yourself. Be yourself. Be the wonderful self that God made you to be. Be yourself. It is hot up in here. Be yourself. That's what I say. I say be yourself. Because at the end of the day, you got to live with your choices, decisions. You got to live with all of them. Nobody else but you. Nobody else. Nobody else. Ain't nobody got heaven and hell to put you in. And that's one thing you got to recognize and understand. But at the end of the day, you got to be yourself. Be yourself. Lastly, generally, self-esteem is one of the determinants of excellence in life. So self-esteem is one of the determinants of excellence in life. Listen, if you want to have an excellent life, if you want to live a balanced life, if you want to have a prosperous life, if you want to get through this life on top, if you want to reign supreme and reach the stars and know that sky is the limit, you got to do it with high self-esteem. At the end of the day, that is all that's going to matter. Is high self-esteem. Remember to teach people how to treat you. It's okay if you mess up. Take it with a grain of salt and keep it moving. Don't fall into addiction. Don't fall into poor relationships. Don't fall into depression and anxiety because something is wrong or has transpired in your life. It's only a moment. It's only a season. And seasons change. Moments pass. That's all that matters. And at the end of the day, you are still faced with who you are as a person. And that is God ain't make no junk. He ain't make no depressive people. He ain't make no anxiety people. He ain't make no foolish and sad people. God did not make you to be that kind of way. And if that is the case, gird up yourself. Know who you are. Know your worth. Know your value. Like it says, self-esteem, confidence in one's own worth and abilities. self-respect. Respect yourself enough to live the right life, to give yourself the right thing, to treat yourself well. Not only do you supposed to treat other people in this manner, but you treat yourself that well. Most importantly, at the end of the day, if anybody gonna get some good treatment around here, it should be you. All the hell that you done went through in your life, all the things that you done overcame, all of this stuff that has impacted you, at the end of the day, you need to be on top, all the way on top. Like this song says, nothing can stop you. You all the way up. You need to be up, stay up, and or if you need to either get up, be up, and stay up. Either way you look at it. But don't walk around here thinking that you don't have no value. Don't walk around here thinking you ain't got no words. Don't walk around thinking none of that stuff, because that's not the truth. It's not the truth. It's not the truth. You know, if you're going to have any kind of self-esteem, have high self-esteem. Be humble, be loving, be caring, and that's going to take you a long way. It's going to take you a long way. It's going to take, you're going to have good mental health. You're going to have good relationships. You're not going to get caught up in foolishness. You're going to know how to surpass things that don't matter. You know, you're going to be able to know how to effectively teach people how to treat you, you know, and you're not going to fall into this mindset that I'm worthless and I'm nothing. No, God ain't make nothing. He made you something and somebody. And if you don't know or hear anything else from me, just know that you are somebody. You definitely are. God made you in the perfect way that he could. So at the end of the day, please, please, y'all have some high self-esteem. Let's not be inflated, and let's not have no low self-esteem. It don't matter what you look like. It don't matter what your experience has been. It don't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter whatever the case may be, whether you got a job or not. You are still valuable. You have worth, and you should have high self-esteem. All right? So I'm done. I'm done. That was good. That was so good. I didn't read my announcements, but I'm gonna do that when I'm done. So yes. So listen, we talked about 3 kinds of self-esteem: low self-esteem, high self-esteem, and inflated self-esteem. If you missed it, please get the come back on here and watch it over again, because yeah, we're done. So thank you so much for those who are listening, those who are watching. Thank you, Serena. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Mr. Boone. I appreciate you guys so very much for tuning in. Listen, announcements. We just got a tea time coming up. Tea time is going to be January 29th. Listen, if you are a lady and you would like to attend, please inbox me. Please let me know. Tea times are like the most wonderful times. We come together as women to fellowship and to draw strength from each other. We eat, we play games, we laugh, we cry, we talk, we help each other, we hold each other, we just keep each other accountable, whatever the case may be, you know. And this is our moment, this is our time to come together once a month. So each one of my girls, they host tea time for me. So if you would like to be a part of the B.O.W.S squad, please hit me up. Let me know if you are interested. If you are, you can do one or two things. You can hit me up on Facebook, Messenger, or you can go into beautybows.com. That's BEAUTIBOWS. And there's a link on there that you can click to sign up as a B.O.W squad member. What else? I think that's all the announcements for this time. We know that February is coming up, so that's the love month. So we're gonna be talking about some love, y'all. All kinds of love, right? So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think that's all the announcements that I have. Thank you guys so much. Listen, I'm very passionate. I'm sorry for yelling, but I'm very passionate about this topic because it's been a struggle to get out of, and when you get out of it and you actually plateau to a high self-esteem, it's wonderful, and I'm always apt to want to share, and I get excited and passionate about this topic. So thank you guys so much for listening. Please like and share. Please go onto my YouTube and subscribe. We're video living from YouTube, from my personal page and my business page as well. Listen, we're doing some great things. Oh yeah, another announcement is we got our health and wellness seminar coming up this year again, like we did last year, and we also have a Christmas ball coming up. Woo! So excited about that. So our Christmas ball will be a fundraiser, so you will have to purchase tickets for that. It's going to be in December. And our health and wellness. Hold on, let me write this down. Let me see. I wrote it down. Our health and wellness seminar will be in August. Our health and wellness seminar will be in August this year. It will be held in August, and that is a free event. So you can come, all are welcome to come and get this wealth of information. Listen, you know my vendors. I will be reaching out to you. Again, last year wasn't that great as I would like it to be. So hopefully this year will be better. So yeah, so we do vending, we have classes, we eat and fellowship and all that stuff like that. Most importantly, we learn some good stuff about our health and our wellness, our mental health and our emotional health and our physical health. We have a guy who comes to do karate. We have a gym person who comes to talk about nutrition and physical health. We have psychologists that come to talk about mental health. It's a lot. It's really a lot of fun. We play games. We eat and have fun, and then you can shop as well. We also give away prizes and stuff like that. So listen, please, I want you to be prepared. In August, our health and wellness seminar will be coming up. So that's one thing. And then our Christmas ball too is that's co-ed. Christmas ball is also co-ed. Well, the health and wellness is co-ed, and so is the Christmas ball as well. But that will be a fundraiser. So yeah, you have to buy tickets for a Christmas ball. Okay. So that's all. I am done. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. I really do appreciate it. 110%. There's nothing like it. And we will be here every Wednesday. And you will, usually I try to put the topic on Mondays, but sometimes I forget, or I'm just busy and I can't get to it. So I'll do it on Tuesdays sometimes. So yeah, but otherwise, so thank you again. Thank you. I'm gonna let y'all go. Please like and share this video again, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys and everything that you're doing. I really appreciate God for what He's doing, and thank you. We can only go get greater and greater. We collect food donations, so we'll probably start doing that too. I got somebody who's going to be donating food, so we're going to be start giving out food as well, and other things of that nature. So stay tuned. Please watch every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Please check us out. I love you guys. I'm Lady B, and I mean it. I love you, and I mean it. I love you, and I mean it. I'm Lady B. I love you, and I mean it. All right? Talk to you later. Have a good night. Stay safe and stay healthy.